The Book of Life. The Book of Life. The radiant finale of the Witch Trilogy. Part 1. Introduction. Returning from the Shadows. Welcome back to the channel. We have finally reached the end of the road. After a perilous journey through the mud and conspiracies of 16th century London, Diana Bishop and Matthew Claremont have returned to the 21st century. But they haven't come back to a world of peace. Instead, they are met with the crushing weight of loss and a hunt that has intensified into a global war. The congregation is no longer just watching, they are ready to strike. But the Diana who returned is not the apprentice witch we met in the Bodleian Library. She is now a fully awakened weaver, carrying a life within her that breaks every law of nature, a child of both witch and vampire. The final battle for the mysterious manuscript Ashmole 782 and the right for all supernatural species to exist in freedom has officially begun. Welcome to the summary of the Book of Life. Part 2. Decoding the DNA, the Secret of Existence. In this final chapter, Deborah Harkness masterfully blends cutting-edge science with ancient occultism. The scientific race. Matthew returns to his laboratory at Yale, obsessed with decoding the missing pages of Ashmole 782 through the lens of genetics. He and Diana's team of scientists discover a truth that shatters the foundation of the supernatural world. Witches, vampires, and demons are not separate biological entities. They share a common origin. They are all bloodkin. The purity that the congregation has spent centuries enforcing is actually the very thing causing their species to decline and die out. This revelation turns the villain's ideology into their own death warrant. The villain from the shadows. Enter the most terrifying antagonist of the series, Benjamin Fuchs. Benjamin is a son of Matthew from a dark and forgotten past, a vampire born from an experiment gone horribly wrong. He is the personification of madness and cruelty, lurking in the shadows of Europe, waiting to snatch Diana's unborn children for his own sick purposes. This isn't just a war between species. It's a deeply personal struggle for Matthew to confront his own darkest creations and the bloodlust he has tried to suppress for 1,000 years. Part 3. The Power of Unity, the Stand at Sept-Tours. Diana realizes that magic alone cannot win this war. To defeat the congregation and Benjamin, she needs something the world has never seen, a unified front. For the first time in history, witches, vampires, and demons stand together as one army at the ancestral home of the de Clémence, the castle of Sept-Tours. The visual highlight of this book is the moment Diana weaves the threads of fate to protect her family. She creates a massive, shimmering web of protection that connects every person on the grounds. She isn't just a sun summoner or a scholar. She is the architect of a new world order. Watching this group of outcasts and misfit creatures come together to protect a pregnant witch and her vampire husband is the emotional high point of the trilogy. It proves that family isn't defined by blood, but by the choice to stand together in the dark. Part 4. The Revelation of the Book of Life. The mystery of Ashmole 782 finally reaches its stunning conclusion. When Diana places her hands on the completed manuscript, the truth is revealed in a way that is both beautiful and grotesque. The book was not written with ordinary ink. It was crafted from the skin and blood of the creatures themselves. It is a literal book of life, a living entity that holds the memories and the genetic history of the supernatural race. Diana realizes the ultimate why of the series. Life only survives and evolves through diversity and love, not through isolation and hatred. When she stands before the congregation and fearlessly declares this truth, it marks the end of the old world. She uses the power of knowledge to dismantle a system of oppression that has existed for millennia. It is a triumphant moment for science, for magic, and for human and non-human rights. Part 5. Conclusion. A new era begins. The Book of Life concludes the journey of Diana and Matthew with a powerful message. We are not defined by our DNA or our heritage, but by the choices we make every single day. Love has finally triumphed over fear, and wisdom has defeated bigotry. The mists have cleared, and a new era of coexistence has begun. Thank you for joining me for this three-part journey through the All Souls trilogy. This series is a true masterpiece for anyone who loves the intersection of history, science, and high fantasy. What did you think of the ending? Was Benjamin Fuchs as scary as you imagined? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us as we explore more incredible literary worlds. Until next time, keep seeking the truth and remember, it begins with absence and desire. It begins with blood and fear. It begins with a discovery of witches.